Alrighty guys, so I can't find the piece of paper that I had my topics written on right now. It's in one of these pockets buried, but I'm not stopping walking. Not gonna happen. Sorry about the crappy angles. Just checking my side pockets right now, but anyways. There's a whole lot going on, guys. How do you guys like the prices of everything? Now, I've covered this multiple times in videos, and you know, if you think the government, the administration's doing a great job right now, but you're complaining about the price of everything, better get your head checked, okay? Wrong people in office, wrong people in power, tripling. Over here in Canada, we're getting triple taxed to kill us. We're getting a carbon tax. We're getting well, basically the carbon tax, the what is it, the income tax, and something else is being basically we're getting taxed 3 times. It's insanity. We have to struggle and live with it right now, and you know, we have inflation still on the rise. So Canada and the US are planning to continue to raise interest rates to rein that in, though that will also slow the economy down. The housing market's already in a financial bust over here. I'm waiting for a full collapse where the housing market will fall so much that the prices will get back to normal, and then I can purchase a property for my off-grid setup. Now, when will this happen? I don't know. Will it take a year or two? Possibly. In the meantime, I'm working and saving up, and with all my experience from the tiny house, I can tune everything in a lot better than what I had and get that going. I do want to try the electric rad system that I was talking about in a previous video, and I had kind of mock-up drawings on my channel here you can check out. And I'm also going to have a wood stove just in case. The barrel stove, I'm going to build one of those again. Fantastic. Best fireplace ever. Now, the reality is with that, guys, here in Canada, and probably a lot of places, even in the States I hear about it, the government and the insurance companies do not want you using wood stoves because the insurance company will charge you so much a month that'll make it unaffordable for you. So my plan is to not have house insurance, and so the reasoning behind that is they're just going to price me out because I have a wood stove, and especially one that's a barrel stove. They're not really certified anyways by the government, and even if they were, they're still going to charge you out the wazoo, and you have to get an annual inspection and all that nonsense. So my workaround is to the room that the barrel stove would go is going to have to be fireproof by myself. I'm talking walls, floor, and ceiling in cement board panels, probably at least 2 layers each, just in case there's some kind of incident where something goes wrong with the barrel stove. And then obviously I'd also have the safety flare units that I showed on the Off-Grid Tiny House channel many moons ago. In case of an emergency, you light this flare up, throw it in your barrel stove, shut the door, and it will snuff out and starve the entire unit of oxygen. Probably don't want to be in the house when that happens. You'll probably want to go outside with the doors open, windows open after a while too, in case you have a chimney fire or some kind of accident with the wood stove. Now, I've gotten pretty damn good at using a barrel wood stove over at the tiny house, so I kind of know the ins and outs. And I gotten so good that I never have to do a chimney sweep, because the way I run it is pretty simple, guys. At the beginning, when you first start up your barrel stove, you run it hot, 400 Fahrenheit plus, for about 20 minutes. Then you shut the door, you damp it down a little bit. It'll creep back to the good zone, the heating zone, like 250, 300 in that area, and then you're good to go. And what that does, first, it basically burns and cleans out your chimney pipe, your stack, because of the heat very well, so creosote can't build up. And it starts your fire very fast and very well at the same time. Then, after, like I said, after you're done damping it down, whatever, what I would do is I'd load the fire before bed, and then I'd damp it down for the night, all the way closed, shut the air supply. It would run throughout the night, slow burn. Now, when you do that, you do create some creosote in the pipe. But next time in the morning, when you go to light up the barrel stove, you just repeat what I did the first time. You leave the door open, you burn it hot. Anything that did accumulate overnight is now gone. So I did that for a year at the tiny house, and I had very, very little accumulation in the chimney stack. When I inspected it, it was next to nothing. Very safe. So obviously it worked. And that's what you want to look at. So I basically just have to build a structure around the barrel stove to ensure, in case, God forbid, a pipe comes undone of this flue stack or something of the sort happens, that if flames do come out of an area of the stove that we don't want it to, that it won't be devastating and burning down the house, because there'll be cement walls, cement floor, cement ceiling. I know it's going to cost a lot of money, but long run, you won't have insurance.